Have you already found that one thing that keeps you sane even when you feel the world is falling apart? Humans are constantly chasing love, happiness, peace, something that makes them feel their soul burning in passion, something that gives them comfort in their worst days, something to hold on to. And usually we look for these things in a person, an object, or an activity, but there is only one thing that can give them all to you without even having to chase it: God. So first of all, I would like to show you a video and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so you may not know what was happening in this moment. This video was taken by me last year in a conference I went to. And here we were in a worship moment. There was over 4,000 people in that room singing and raising their hands to God. So what took me to that point? What did God do in all of those people's lives so that they wanted to close their eyes and sing they loved Him? Easy. He changed their lives. So today, I'm gonna tell you why do I think God can change your life. Nowadays, people has all kinds of opinions on whether to follow God or not. There are the ones who believe that if God really existed, He would force them to believe in Him. And there are the ones who want to give Him a chance but do not even know how to let Him in. The truth is, there is not a specific way of feeling God for the first time. So, you can grow up going to church every Sunday and turn 20 without really knowing Him, or you can grow up in an atheist family and feel Him for the first time in your first year of elementary school. His ways are mysterious. The point here is that even when your first real encounter with Him is listening to a singer break into tears in the middle of a song of praise, or watching a religious missionary quit everything they have so that they can go preach in Africa, or reading in the Bible the exact words you needed in that moment, receiving a hug while your heart is broken, or simply witnessing a good action, the key is in deciding to know Him if after that first time. So, it is not the same to do something because you want to than doing it because you're being forced to. So, when you start reading the Bible or listening to preachers or even going to church, it has to be because you have decided it. This way, you can meet God, you can start knowing God with an open mind, and most important, with an open heart. Because you're gonna start seeing and feeling things that logical thinking may cannot explain. But why am I telling you all of these things about how can you meet and then truly know God if I told you I was here to tell you why do I think He can change your life? Well, if I want you to understand how does that work, I also have to let you know why He has not changed everyone's lives. And the problem begins when you meet Him, but you do not decide to really know Him in the right way. Because you may have talked to a lot of people and you may have read the entire Bible, but if you did it with an hermetic heart, God cannot force you to love Him. And if you do not love God, He cannot change your life. However, if after you met Him you started getting familiarized with Him, you will get to a point where you will really know Him. And not just the concept or the meaning, the story, the religion, or the registered miracles, but you will know His love and a piece of His feelings for humanity. And you will feel loved, and you will feel the need of loving others, of loving everyone. And you will know His magic, His goodness. You will know His promise to you. And once you get to that point, there is no turning back. You will not be able to avoid it. You will fall in love with God. Now, here is where everything changes because here is where the transformation of your life begins. Even when this is the most important point in my whole speech, this is the one point I can least explain. Because the miracle you live is one of the greatest experiences in your whole life. The world becomes a better place, and the sun is brighter, and your laugh is louder, and you you see everything with other eyes. Now everything is a blessing. Your problems seem easier, and you don't see trees and a sky and a gentle breeze. Now you can see God telling you how much He loves you, because now you understand that He made all of those things thinking about you, and you can listen to Him. Look what I made for you. You start seeing little miracles in your mother's health, and you see a miracle when your brother smiles to you, and you see a little miracle when you receive a hug from your boyfriend or your best friend. It's a better world. The world is different, and you are different. And the changes do not stop there, because He also changes the way you look at yourself in the mirror. Where you used to see an ugly nose, or big teeth, messy hair, a big mouth, a small mouth, skinny legs, now you can only imagine the moment He was creating you. And you see the bright in His eyes when He was making your nose, which He loves, and you feel the love He felt when He gave you that crazy hair that He thinks that makes you amazing and unique. And now you can finally start loving yourself, because you know He loves you, and you know He thinks you are perfect. And your weird laugh, and the way you sing, the way you dance, the way you cook, the art you can create with a pencil, you start loving all of those things a little bit more, because they are the way God gave you to change the world in your very particular way. He planned you head to toes, and He fell in love with you since the very first moment, head to toes. So, after all of this, you still cannot understand how does He change your life? Neither can I. I can only tell you the differences you start noticing after the moment you start loving Him, but I don't know why does this differences happen. I like to believe His love is so great that even the slightest piece of it has the power to change the entire world. So I'm going to go with that. You love Him, and His love makes you live in a different way and love in a different way. But I'm still missing one more thing He changes when you let Him in your life. You find your purpose, your real purpose. The way you do discover it is different for everyone, and so is the timing. But if you live with, in, and for God, eventually the discovery will happen. You will discover the plans He has for you. You will know your passion, the place where your true happiness is. And now you will know the way He will change the world with your life. And all of a sudden, everything will make sense. All of the pain you have been through, all of the suffering you have witnessed, the places you have been, the decisions you have made, the opportunities you have taken or lost, your family, your personality, the mistakes you have made, you will turn your sight back, and you will see that it was all part of that perfect plan, and it will all be worth it, all of it, because now you will know the reason of your existence. God changes lives. I have told you all of the things He does and the way He opens your eyes to a prettier world. And in case you did not realize, I also gave you the steps, so to say, which in my opinion can lead you to that change, which are you meet God, and then you start knowing Him, you start really knowing Him, and then you just witness the miracle. So, life after loving God is the greatest, most amazing, incredible experience you can have in your whole life. Is the best way of living. And God gives you happiness and love and peace. And He makes you feel your soul burning in passion. And He gives you comfort in your worst days. And now you hold on to God and to your faith. God is that one thing that keeps you sane even when you feel the world is falling apart. Because now you know how much does He love you. Jeremiah 31:3. I have left you with an everlasting love. That can change any life. Thank you.